Yeah, it's waterproof, but I don't talking about the drone. Obviously they all are. So, I have been with GoPro for years. My very first one was the Hero 2, then the Hero 4 Black, then the GoPro 7, actually 7 of them. After that, a couple of 8s, 9, 10, 11, naked versions and so on. But time has passed. And this is, you probably already know, right? Yeah, it's the DJI Action 5 Pro, and this is the one I'm sticking with. I don't want to sound like all those sponsored creators. Is it better? Probably, but for me, it was a personal journey switching to DJI. Long story short, they are all action cameras, some of them better, some worse, but what really matters is the conditions we shoot in and the settings we use. So I want to share my own FPV setting that worked for me. I shoot in 4K 60 frames per second, which gives me slow motion if I need it, and the 4:3 resolution lets me crop for horizontal or vertical formats. Also better for Gyroflow stabilization. Of course, built-in camera stabilization is off. We'll do that in Gyroflow later. Angle is set to wide and we are using manual exposure. Shutter speed 1/120. That's double the frame rate for natural motion blue. Keep ISO as low as possible. If I go after ISO, I limit it at 800 since during FPV flight lighting can change pretty quickly, right? White balance manual only. You can fix it in post. I usually go 55 or 5600 Kelvin for daylight. Now the juicy stuff. Color profile. D-Log M 10-bit. That gives more room in post. Image adjustment. I'm still experimenting with adjustment, but I tend to turn down both texture and noise reduction. That helps avoid the plastic look, especially in a low light condition. Okay, sometimes it's hard to get the settings right and follow the 180-degree shutter rule. I mean, double the shutter speed in relation to the frame rate to get natural motion blue. That's when I use ND filters, like this. They're kind of sunglasses for our cameras. I will show you. Ta-da! Alright, now let's go out and shoot something, and I'll walk you through the full post-production. I'll make a LUT for you guys, just one click and you're set. Let's go into it. Shall we? It is amazing, isn't it? I will use my HS drone. By the way, if you haven't seen my video, full process assembly this drone, you know. Got it. Did you like it? Okay, so now we have the footage, we connect our camera, transfer the file, and here's what I've got. We drag the file into Gyroflow and I select the following settings.
Yes, this is what you can call the square format. I do this because it allows me to adjust the frame a little, either moving it up or down to find the best composition for video. I don't really change much else at this point. The export process takes a little while. Alright, so we have the stabilized footage. Now let's add the file into the video editor. I'm using Final Cut, but this works for any other programs like Premiere Pro or maybe DaVinci or something. Here is what I was talking about. I'll add a bit more space at the bottom of the frame. I prefer working with an adjustment layer for better control. Next, I add a custom LUT. This step isn't necessary in Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve. And here is another one. The first LUT is for applying the log format, this so-called technical LUT. You can download it for free from DJI's official website. By the way, the LUT from the Air 3 works as well. Actually, absolutely same. Then we add our creative LUT. Ta-da!
So feel free to download my LUT and use it in your own videos, and don't be hesitate if you have got any questions.
If the effect is too strong, we can lower the opacity, like this. It still requires a few more adjustments to suit our video, exposure or white balance, maybe saturation, all of those. And here is the final result.